I done swerved in a new lane. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big bag plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big bag plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah, no it ain't. Touch green, the stats, booze off in the safe. They ain't talking cash, so I did the race. NASCAR with the pace, feed you water on the chain.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. After this game, the Rockets head back out on the road and going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year. In a season ago, Clark, they won the matchup, winning 3 and losing just 1.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
We got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. But you've got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
Takes it inside. Holmgren. Brooks grabs the board. GA, the Houston Rockets, coming off back-to-back losing seasons. And that has been tough for that franchise and for the city.
And, Kevin, no doubt it affects the team's morale. It's hard to find the positives and see the road ahead. But, listen, you got to stay strong and focus on just getting better every day.
Over in the corner, Green. Off target from three-point range. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. It's a three-point game. Pass to Holmgren. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Here's Thompson. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Thompson's got his second bucket tonight. Giddy with it. Holmgren in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark. Outside, Green. Pass to Brooks. Houston moving it around. Smith wide open. He fires. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Nice to see such unselfish play from Green, putting the team ahead of himself.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And the Thunder with the possession here. Following the score by Houston. They get a hand on it. Here's Holmgren. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Here's Smith. No good that time. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way.
2 minutes remaining.
A unique type of player. Chet with great length and skill. But the keys to reaching his potential will be durability and improving his strength.
Team foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Lift off, Mr. Dort. A one-way ticket to the rim.
Pass to Landale. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Hey, Greg, Holmgren is thin, but as we both know, he's very tough.
He's aggressive and willing to take contact at both ends. He's also strong mentally. Can't wait to see what the future holds for this young man.
Holmgren goes up again. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Porter looking it over. And finished off by Porter.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Porter. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And you can always count on VanVleet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hand.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
It's Martin on the wing. Misses the three. He got it up. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for the... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Oklahoma City.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Just 4 to shoot. That shot off. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They trail by 7. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Thompson with it. Williams picks him up. Smith for 3. It's rebounded by Giddey. And we played through the first minute here in the second. There's Williams. And the rejection by Smith. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, thank you very much. The Rockets are in a full rebuild, and they have a young roster which is taking its lumps. But Coach Stephen Silas says we very rarely give up. This team has a lot of fight, character, and grit, and we are learning. Kevin, it's a long process, but it's worth doing.
Yep, no shortcuts, David, but the journey is the reward. They're building from the ground up. It's fun to watch, and we thank you for that story. Now here's Giddey. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Pakusevsky. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Looking for a one-word descriptor for Jalen Green. The best one I come up with is exciting. The way he runs the floor and gives every play his all. This guy is just fun to watch.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the strike, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
And he makes the first. This team is credited Giddy's background for shaping him as a player.
You know, he grew up in a house dominated by basketball. Both his parents played professionally in Australia, and that goes a long way toward developing your basketball IQ.
Now here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Whoa, storming inside on that drive, and then just exploding. What a jam by Porter.
They grab their own miss. Here's Dort. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Over to the wing. At the elbow, Martin. Houston moving the ball around. Back to Porter. Houston needs to get a shot. Landale misses.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Here's Giddey. Rejected by Van Vliet.
And perfect positioning from Van Vliet, wanting to block shots whenever he can. Great instinct.
Landale with the bucket. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
Rockets trailed by 3. Right side, Martin. .143 left now here in the second. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Here's Porter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And with Kevin Porter Jr. and Michael Porter Jr. and Otto Porter Jr. Guys, I'm sensing a pattern here.
It can even get a little confusing at times, but no relation that I'm aware of. They're just Porters, juniors, and quality NBA players.
Second team foul.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Little Tippers. Get loud for them once again.
124 left in the first half of the game. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Over Green. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain. Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 7. He'll chalk up 2 there.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Out to Brooks. Lets it go with a 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. On the wing, Ingles. Here's Holmgren. He's got 13. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays.
Out to Smith. Off target from outside. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 8 now. for the Thunder. Here's Green, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater.
Elite at the defensive end. Holmgren makes up for a lack of strength with great length and timing.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for the Rockets, and unfortunately, it is a torn MCL. And so that's it for him today. And from how it appears, he could be out for a considerable amount of time. What a tough break. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
You know, one thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past, a few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Pass to Pokusevski. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Smith. The jumper's good from inside 6 feet. Smith's got 6.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Offensive rebound. Out to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game. Great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. He's showing it. Just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is. Both amazing passers. David, thank you. Thompson no good on the free throw.
Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title-winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
Now here's Williams. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Puts the move on, and it's Williams with the jam.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Rockets trailed by 8. Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks out to you about those teams?
First and foremost, the dream. Hakeem Olajuwon, he doesn't get his due at times, but the dream is one of the all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really changed games.
And that one's good by Porter.
Porter Jr., we know he can create his own shot, but he also can knock down the catch-and-shoot jumper.
And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
The Thunder leading by 7. The 17-footer. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points this quarter.
And it's not the highlight reel plays that make Gilgeous-Alexander effective. It's the little things, like his lethal mid-range jumper.
Timeout called the Rockets. And the Thunder making a switch here. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Outside, Porter. Smith outside. Pass to Green. 5 to shoot. Williams with the block. On the wing, Ingles. Oklahoma City moving it around. .59 seconds left in the third. Here's Giddey. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Giddey's got 6 points. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
They've been pounding any miss on the glass and cashing in on the offensive boards. I've been impressed with that aspect of their game.
The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Giddey's got the lead up to 14 now for Oklahoma City. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Screen by Smith. Cans the shot from the wing. 8 points so far for Jabari Smith.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Now here's Giddey. And he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. It's a 14-point game. Here's Green, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with that lightning first step of Jalen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping him in front.
And Greg, one thing about that blinding speed of Green, he's got to make his reads faster as well.
Yeah, I think the game is slowing down for him, though, Kevin. And that and speeding up his shot release will make him even tougher to deal with.
To the paint. Out to Thompson. Puts up a three. Cans it from downtown. The Thunder leading by 10. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pokusevski with the bucket.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Şengün. Smith right side. Another shot. No good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Rebound by Smith. Rockets trailed by 13. And the foul on Pokusevski. That's his fourth foul of the contest. And with the internet and social media, players Clark have so much more ability to engage with the public and be heard. Is that important?
Kevin, anytime you can empower folks to share their voice, their stories, and be authentic in their own way, I think that's a positive. player empowerment is something that social media avails, not only to players, but I think to everybody. It doesn't just bring attention to the game, but also causes and commitments players have to their respective communities and issues that are going on in the world. So I think it can be far more good than bad when you think about the platform of social media.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the break. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfect. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Thank you, David. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And the Thunder making a switch here. Oklahoma City leading by 8. He trains the turnaround jump shot.
And have yourself a night, Shea. We know he can dish it, but when he needs to, SGA can just take over offensively.
Smith outside. Clock at 6. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And they get it back. Here's Holmgren. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Out to Smith. Launches it. Krzyzewski grabs the miss. The Thunder leading by 10. To the right side. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. On the wing, Green. From outside the arc. Thompson outside. Shoots a 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. And the turnover again by Oklahoma City.
It's clear now how this is going to end, and I'm not surprised. Great win for the Thunder.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Chet Holmgren.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
The turnaround. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Out left to the wing. Here's Krzyzewski. Again, Oklahoma City.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Here's Thompson. Houston moving the ball around. And the shot is good.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Now Giddey. Inside. And stolen by Şengün. And Green slams it in.
Terrific job by Green, utilizing that world-class speed to get out ahead of everybody else.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want.